How are you today? Ask Constance Credit. I am live and I'm ready to answer your questions. I'm going to wait a couple of minutes till everybody gets on. I'm actually at home today, and the reason why I'm at home today is because it's my anniversary. And so I'm working a little bit, and then my husband and I are going to go out to, we're going to go to, have a little overnight trip at Wine and Roses. So I am live and I am answering all of your credit questions. So last week we got off on a little bit of a rocky start because I was having some technical difficulties and I couldn't go live. But now I'm live and I see that there's people on. So if you have any credit questions, my phone is just going off. I'm actually on my business page and I'm on my personal page. But if you have any credit questions, please ask. So I'm going to answer a question that I didn't get a chance to answer last week. But hey, this is Constance Carter. Credit questions, credit concerns. Ask me anything. So one of the questions last week was, what do you feel about closing credit? And if you didn't know, I'm at home. I'm at home because it's my anniversary and my husband and I are getting ready to go for an little overnight trip for our anniversary. So I'm working from home instead of working from the office. My little dog is out there looking at me through the thing. But anyway, I'm going to answer a question from last week. So you hear? I'm going to answer a question from last week. So someone asked last week, what do I think about closing credit cards? And how badly does that affect your score? And so I told her to tune in this week, and hopefully she'll log on. Hey, Virginia. Hey, Nicole from Virginia. So what do I think about you closing credit cards? Don't do it. Never, ever, ever. And I know I talk about this all the time. Don't close your credit cards. Please, whatever you do, do not close your credit card. And the reason why you should not close a credit card is because one of the things that determines your credit score is your length of credit history. So when you close a credit card, so say you've had a credit card that was like 10 years old. And when you close it, it reduces your length. And the length of credit is like 15% of your whole credit score. So what it does is it'll drop your credit score. So do not close a credit card. Let me give you an example. I filed bankruptcy about 10 years ago. And I have a credit card that I absolutely hate. It is a Applied Bank credit card. Hate it. But they were the only ones after I filed bankruptcy that would give me a credit card. And so after I filed credit card, of course, I reestablished my credit. I'm a credit nerd. And my credit score went back up to over 700 within a year, but I had to get some credit cards. So I got some secure credit cards, and I have one that's with Applied Bank. It's still to this day $200 limit. And I hated it because sometimes it worked and sometimes it did not work. So I would go to the store. Before I went to the gym, I'd get a bottle of water and a pack of gum, and that thing wouldn't even work, even though I didn't have any balance on it. I hate it. And then now to this day, I know I tell you guys to keep all your credit cards active. I don't even use that credit card now because I just hate it that much. It's actually sitting in my wallet with the strip still on it, but I keep it and I pay $11 every single month because I've had this credit card for over 10 years. And so that's helping my credit score. See, the people with the 800 credit scores, those are the ones who have the lengthy credit history. So you want to keep your credit history as lengthy as possible. So you really don't want to close credit cards because it could definitely negatively impact your credit score. So does anybody have any questions? Come on, ask me some questions. Ask me some credit questions because this is what it's all about. You can ask me questions about credit. Look at this man of mine. Warren's around here. You can ask me questions about credit. You can ask me questions about investing in real estate. You could ask me questions about, and I'm only going to give you 10 minutes. So I got 5 more minutes, but you could ask me any credit questions and I'm here to answer any questions. Shut up, Ebony. We have a black German Shepherd named Ebony. All right, come on, ask me a credit question. Let me see, what else can I think of? One of the quickest ways to increase your credit score. Let's talk about that. One of the ways you can increase your credit score, if you don't have a whole lot of money to pay down your utilization, you know that utilization, it should be at no more than 30%. But say you have a big credit card and you can't pay that down very quickly to increase your score quickly. What do? There's a couple of things you could do. You can ask for an increase. You could ask your damn dog. You could ask your credit card company to give you an increase, which will reduce your utilization, which should increase your score. Another thing that you can do is you can request that a balance transfer. So if you have more than one credit card, you can transfer the balance from one credit card to another. Or you can get another credit card and just, with a higher limit, and then, do a balance transfer that way. But that's one of the ways that you can quickly increase your score. Thank you, Nicole. Does anybody else have any? Do you think it's the right time to buy right now? Thank you for the question, Jessica. It absolutely is the right time. In fact, I just posted something on my page from one of our agents, Carl, and it was talking about sitting on the sidelines. Yes, it's a good time to buy houses right now. I actually have you guys on both of my pages, so I'll be live on my business page and on my personal page. But I think it's a good time to buy. It's a great time to buy. Interest rates are still historically low, and I'm seeing the interest rates reducing even more right now. But more importantly, the folks who are sitting on the sidelines are really they're really losing out. For example, I had some folks a few years ago that said, hey, Constance, I want to wait a little bit. I want the market to go down before I buy. I need to have a specific amount of bedrooms and bathrooms for my house. And then they came to me so we were looking at a house, and they were like, the house is too small.